Hey there, my geometry cats and kittens. Today we are looking at a warm-up. We are looking at 10.6. JK 10.5. I got there eventually. We're going to be looking at inscribed angles today. Inscribed. So they're going to be inside, inscribed, right, scribe, inside. Okay. So an inscribed angle is an angle whose vertex is on the circle with two sides that are chords. Okay? My favorite chord is the E minor chord. You might want to know that for later. Alright. Now, an inscribed angle has an intercepted arc that lies between the chords, or the endpoints, of the inscribed angle. So this right here would be your intercepted arc. Now, when we use central angles, the angle is equal to the measure of the arc, right? This one not so much, because you can see when I draw this central angle in here, these angles are not congruent. So it's not going to be, this one's smaller, right? Your intercepted arc is smaller. So the angle is actually equal to half the measure of the intercepted arc. Remind me to show you something with football when we get there. So like on this picture, this measure right here, ABC, is equal to 1/2 the measure of the arc AC. Okay? Alright, any big questions, comments, or concerns? Alright, then I'll keep going. Now, some crazy stuff happens. What happens if I intercept a diameter? Well, if you intercept a diameter and there's a triangle involved, then it's going to make a right angle. Because half of 180 is 90 degrees. Okay, so if it intercepts a diameter, if it intercepts a half circle, it's just automatically a right angle, and it makes a right triangle. Okay, so the measure of BAC on this one would be 90 degrees. Now, if two inscribed angles intercept the same arc, that means these two angles are congruent. So the measure of ABD is congruent to the measure of angle ACD. Okay? Okay? Okay. Let's do some examples. Alright, let's take a look at number one. Number one, my arc is 62 degrees. So my angle, my intercepted angle, is half of 62. So 0.5 or half of 62 is 31 degrees. Now when we see a problem like number, I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to go to number 3. I want to get tricked. Well, we'll do 2. So now if my angle is 113, my arc is twice the size of the angle. If the angle is half the size of the arc, then the arc is twice the size of the angle. So 2 times 113 will give us that measure. So 226. On number 3, PQR intercepts a diameter. So I could do half of 180 is 90, or use my rule, that's 90 degrees. Now what do we do when we see one like number 5? I'm looking for angle JKL, but I don't have this arc. So I have to remind myself, a circle adds up to 360. So if I do 360 minus 65 and minus 53, that will give me this leftover arc over here. Okay, when I do that, I got 242. So this arc is 242 degrees. So now I'm going to divide that in half, times it by a half to get the angle. When I do that, I get 121 degrees. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's take a look at number 6. On number 6, we have RST and RUT. Now both these intercept the same arc, so they're both going to be congruent, because both these angles intercept that arc. That arc measure, when I subtract all these from 360, I got to be 82 degrees. So now since they're inscribed, I do half of that. Half of 82 is 41. So both these are 41 degrees. Okay? Okay. One more thing I want to talk about. One more thing. Those are the basic ones. We'll do some of these in class. We'll do those in class. Let's look at inscribed quadrilaterals. So, if a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, meaning all its edges or all its corners are on the side of a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. It means these two add to 180, and these two add to 180. Okay? So again, measure of angle A plus C. The ones across from each other add to 180. So then the measure of angle D plus B equals 180. Okay? Okay, let's do one example and that'll be it. So let's take a look at number 1. So J is across from L. So J plus L equal 180. But L is 92 degrees. So if I subtract 92 degrees from 180, I'll get the measure of angle J. So 180 minus 92 is 88. So J is 88 degrees. All right, Mo, you need to knock it off. Now K, these two add to 180. So if I do 180 minus 45, I'll get K, and 180 minus 45 is 135. Easy peasy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a great day.